What's up, guys, gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Dead State. And the state of affairs is that we have left everything quite dead around us without the unmodifier in the front. So I think that what we'll do right now is I should probably loot I'm looting the bodies. Nothing terrible is happening right now. You ever think about that, though? Like, what if somebody walked up right around the time that you were just, like, rifling through some dead military zombie's pants for any type of loot he might have had? How do you explain yourself in that situation? You'd be like, I'm looting right now. Seriously, there's nothing sinister going on. I kind of just want his zombie loot. Is this the room that we got the... I think we already... I'm bad at looting, is the moral of the story right now. My game is lagging because we have some kind of like visual lag taking place because we're on the second floor of this building. This game does not like multi-floor complexes at all. It is really, really upset. Multi-floor complexes in this game are giving me multi-floor complexes. I'll put it like that. Multi-layered even. Multi-colored maybe? I don't know. My complexes are getting quite large. I was actually hoping there would be no more like multi-story buildings in the game. Actually, deep down, that was what No, I can't put you right there. I briefly thought about putting Regina right there with the knife, but nah. We're not going to do that right now. I need Tweedletime up in here to katana her in the face. She needs a hair tie badly. She's got like that one strand of hair up in the front. Ask anybody with long hair. There's nothing more annoying than that one hair in the front. Like when I had long hair, anything, if you want to know what would send me into a rage real quick when I had long hair, that one strand of hair in the front that somehow escaped the hair clip. Yep. The hairband, whatever you want to call it. Yep, that one part that like escaped. That was a surefire way for me to turn a good day into a bad day instantly. I would just, it would bubble slightly for a second, and then just something had to die. I had to get onto a video. Yeah, not sure I want that. If my mattress has bloodstains on it when I go to the hospital, you'd think that they would have stain-proof mattresses by this point. You would think. Like, do they still use cloth mattresses in hospitals? I should ask my family members about this. My family members, like, my mom's an RN, and so she worked in the ER for a while. What is this in here? Ooh. I thought those were underwear for a second. I was like, that's a big-ass pair of granny panties, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I guess we gotta wear what we gotta wear. Just don't tell Vic. Don't tell Vic until it's too late, and he has to wear them. Hey, Vic, how are those granny panties going? Pretty terribly. You know. You want to know what my favorite, like, cartoon I've ever seen is? It's called A Depressed Whale, and it's done by the guys that did Llamas with Hats. Like, I follow them religiously and, like, wait for their next episode every single time. Oh, man. We've got at least he's got hand protection on. That's good. On the plus side, he seems to be very, very concerned about sanitation. So, hey, that's got to put him at least a couple steps in front of the other zombies by my measurement. My measurements are always poor, though. I mean, who uses these tools anyways? My measurement tools, they're not in metric. They're not in imperial. Who even knows what they are anymore? They could be measuring these things in Oompa Loompas for all I know. It could be just about anything, in all honesty. Speaking of which, what was the immigration status of the Oompa Loompas? Like, for example... see, this is the weed spot right here. This is where it's at. We've got some asthma medication. That seems like it might be useful just in case. Oh my god, so many antibiotics. I am stoked right now. I'm assuming that the mushroom patch is going to allow us to grow, like, some kind of object that will help out with... Because that's all that antibiotics are, is they're basically, like... Not penicillin, but, you know, amoxicillin, penicillin, all those things. They originally found them because they noticed that people that ate mushrooms from a forest got better when they were sick or something like that. And so then they, like, distilled them down. It was something like that, wasn't it? Maybe I told this story wrong. It's possible. On a daily basis, this is the room that I do not want to go into. This looks like the dentist's office. They go, ksk, ksk, give me a little bit of laughing gas. Next thing I know, my shoes are off. My pants are across the room. And I'm like, hey, I feel kind of uncomfortable right now. But it's already too late. It's already too late. They already got me. They already got me. That happens like, seriously, dentists are terrifying. Dentists are the most scary people on earth. And I know I shouldn't broadband this right now, but like a girl, I should broad brush there. We're not talking about the internet. Dentists are terrifying. I'm scared of them. Not like scared of them like you are with the boogeyman. Like, just like, it's actual legitimate scared. Like, don't touch my gums with that giant, enormous hooky thing. Like, hey... You should not have a test that's called Tell Me If This Hurts. Any place I have to go where we play a game called Tell Me If This Hurts, I don't want to be there. That is not the place that I want to go. At all. Oh, one-shotted. How do you feel right now? Should have leveled up more, son. Should have leveled up for. Get your leveling up grind game on point. I'm playing Bravely Default right now. And at the beginning of the game, I was a little bit disappointed by how much I had to grind. But it seems like you only have to grind like that one time, and then for the rest of the game, you're kind of like ahead of the curve. And so it's all better now. Although Bravely Default, I don't know why I like it so much. Because honestly, my thing with JRPGs is that most JRPGs are kind of like the same as they've been since like the SNES era. Like, I don't say that lightly. Like, there are ones that are exceptions to the rule. But by and large, like, I've tried a bunch of them, like Blue Dragon and like whatever's oddest. Oh my god, right now, there is so much just random, like, multi-floor horrible lag going on that it's making me very, very sad. And I'm not sure precisely how to fix this just yet. Maybe I should investigate and see if there's some kind of way that I can make this better. I'll be right back. The answer to that question was a resounding no. So I guess we're just going to have like kind of a choppy episode. I don't know. We're going to give these zombies a chop, and then the frame rate is going to follow suit just in case. I think that's is that a female zombie? What kind of, those pants do look kind of tight. But then again, modern fashion, skinny jeans are a thing nowadays. It might be a dude. A little curvy though. A little curvy for a dude. Let's see here. Oh, look, more lab equipment, just in case. In case of zombie apocalypse, feel free to loot all modern objects from a hospital. Nobody's ever going to need that. Oh, this room seems like the worst idea ever. I'm just looking at the floor plan, and this has got to be like the sick ward where they took all the zombified people. You know we're about to walk in here, and there's going to be like 12,000 of them. It's going to be like, don't open, dead inside, or something like that. And I'd be like, room... Instead of saying that you're dead inside, you should really, really think about the factors that led you to feel this way and try to resolve them in a psychiatrically pleasing sense. Just don't say you're dead inside if you're not going to do anything about it. You know, I bet you're not dead inside. I bet lots of people like you. Large room labeled dead inside. Let's see here. God, this is a mess right now. I don't know why the game is so choppy, but it is not happy. It is not happy with these multi-floor plans. Hopefully it doesn't. See, this problem that exists is, let's say that you film a video in 60 frames per second. Oh, good. They're all coming over here. They're like, yay! Somebody let us out! Freedom! Oh, good. They're all going to pile up on the same spot. That's not buggy at all. Maybe I can, like... Do you like me? Do you like me right now? You got to ask it in your Buffalo Bill voice. Would you like me to hit you with my katana? It rubs the lotion on its skin. Or else it gets the hose again. That movie is horrifying if you watch it again. Like, I watched it when I was like 16, and I was like, eh. If you watch it again, like, as an adult with like loved ones and like people you care about, you'd be like, damn, that movie is terrifying. If this happened to somebody I cared about, I'd be in just a weird state of affairs. There's no joke here. I'm being dead serious. Horror movies about serious subject matter like Buffalo Bill become a lot scarier, like, once you get older and you start to realize that these people exist, just like driving around in vans, like looking for victims. You'd be like, that's kind of terrifying and also horrifying in multiple different special multicolored ways. Like, Jesus. It puts the lotion on its skin. The dead tone in that guy's voice. That actor nailed it. That actor nailed it. I watched A Walk Among the Tombstones. Is that what the movie is called with Liam Neeson? I watched that this weekend, and that is not a family-friendly movie. I thought that it was just going to be a normal, like, somebody stole a family member of Liam Neeson, and now he's going to run around shooting people for half an hour looking like a badass type movie. I thought that that was what it was going to be, and actually what I got out of it was it was kind of like Silence of the Lambs Light, and that's why I'm talking about it right now, because I had a segue right there. Always watch out for your ergonomic vehicles. But anyways, yeah, A Walk Among the Tombstones. It turned out to be like actually a pretty interesting Silence of the Lambs Light. However, that is not a first date movie. You know what else is not a first date movie? Apocalypse Now. My dad tried that one out on my mom. That was their first date. And she stayed around. Who knew? It's a bold move. I think I've told this story before. That's a bold move right there. That's a move that required conviction. It's a move that required definitely, you know, being aware of the fact that it might not work. But it did. I mean, hey, not the first. I would have gone with something maybe with Adam Sandler in it. Maybe something with both Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, for example. There's the chemistry you need. Like blending. There you go. Like blending. See? Blending's the date movie right there. They are blending. I like that movie a lot. That movie was hilarious, actually. I rip on Adam Sandler all the time because I always feel like his best work is behind him. But every now and again, he puts out a movie like Blending that I thought was kind of funny. I mean, it was cliche. It had like a lot of aspects that were like, yeah, I expected that. But at the same time, It's weird. Like, Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler have, like, the best chemistry ever. Like, if they show up on the same screen together, it could be, like, a commercial for wart removal tape, and it would probably still be entertaining. Just because those two are so good at just, like, being around each other. Like, they can make a career out of just being around each other. Alright. So anyways, but yeah, I watched Blending. Try Blending. Definitely not a walk amongst the tombstones. There are definitely, like, I'm just throwing it out there, like, trigger warnings, man. That movie got rough. Like, I looked over, I rented it, because I figured my significant other very much likes Liam Neeson's action films. Like Taken, for example. Like, she was all down with Taken. Like, Taken is one of her favorite films ever. And so, I figured, maybe it's like Taken. No, it was not like Taken. Like, Taken had a couple parts, but, like, this movie was full on, like, Silence of the Lambs mode. It got real gnarly. I looked over at her face, like, halfway through the movie, and she was looking, like, a little bit green, and it wasn't, like, jealousy. It was definitely just, like, it was, she asked me if I locked the door. She never does that. Like, before we crashed out for the night, she's like, did you lock the door? And I was like, yep, front and back. I checked them both. We watched a serial killer movie tonight. Nope. That's the last thing I want to hear at 2 in the morning. I don't own a gun. If I had a gun, I still wouldn't want to hear it, but I would feel better about it. Like, if I heard my sliding door open at 2 in the morning and I had a firearm, I feel slightly better about. Oh, good, she's bugged. That's fun. Okay, so since she's bugged, let's make our way over here, because obviously we need something to go with our Kurds. And I'm not talking about the Kurdish folks. There we go. That would be kind of funny, though, if people from Kurdistan ate whey, so the Kurds had whey. That would be kind of funny. Are they called Kurds because they're from Kurdistan? Not the people, the food Kurds. Like, you know, like Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey. Like, is that where it's from? I don't know. I asked that about sardine. You're not allowed to do that. You just went immaterial on this whole thing. I fully expect that the next time we level up that we should all get X-Men powers to balance this out. I want to be Cyclops, damn it. No, nobody likes Cyclops. I don't want to be Scott. Nobody wants to. Scott doesn't want to be Scott. Like, why would you want to be Cyclops? I don't even know why that came out right now. You know who I want to be? Cable. Yeah. I'm going to be Cable. That sounds pretty awesome. I think that works. I think Cable works for me. If I can't be Cable, I think that next, after Cable, this is I'm surprised we haven't had this conversation. We're called the Nerd Castle. We should have had this conversation already. If you could, like, become a different superhero, like, if you could stop being you, or let's just say inherit the powers of other people, who would it be? Cable seems pretty cool. Livewire was pretty, like, he was on was he on X-Force? What was he, or was he on X Factor? Is X Factor that show with people that sing and dance? Maybe he was on X-Force. Livewire was this dude, he was like a biker heavy metal guy that had electrical powers where he could, like, basically how this would happen is like Baby Colossus, because they had another guy on their team who was kind of like Colossus. He had a similar power where, like, he was kind of like the Hulk's bad guy. I forget his name. The Hulk had a bad guy where, like, anything he touched, his body became made of that material. I don't remember his name. I just remember him doing it in the comics. Anyways, the X-Force or X-Factor or whatever had a guy like that. He was like Colossus, except his body became like whatever the last thing was that he touched, which became kind of weird when he touched plague victims. It got out of hand pretty quickly. But anyways, that guy would turn into metal, and then he would, like, kick down a power pole, and then I think his name was Livewire. I'm pretty sure that's what his name was. His name was like Powerline. Maybe Powerline was the guy from Goofy Movie. Was Powerline the guy from Goofy Movie? I think Powerline was the guy from Goofy Movie. Wow, our references are getting out there in this episode. This is becoming like one of those weird, like, Seth Rogen moments where everybody's just making references and you're not sure if you're making the right ones or if you're cool yet, but you're, like, horribly, horribly insecure about the fact that Seth Rogen might think that you're not cool. Why do I care about Seth Rogen's approval? I don't know. But I feel like Seth Rogen not liking you would say something about you as a person. Like, I feel like if he seems like he would like people. I don't know. I've never met him. Most stoners I know seem to like everybody. Unless those people got vacuum lungs. People got vacuum lungs. Nobody likes that guy. No. Don't be stingy with the weed. Nobody likes that guy that's like, hey, you're puffing it too long. I'd be like, please. Please. I know you got an ounce in the back room. Don't lie to me right now. I shared with you. Don't make me keep tabs. We'll keep tabs. I'll be talking about, like, July 4th of last year. We had a Puff Puff Pass session. And during that session, the hammer fell on a decision for you to take several puffs before passing left. And we counted that as one puff. And so we allowed that to bypass based on our relationship. Oh, look. Oh, the baby area. Oh, this is going to be awkward. There better not be bloody baby carriers in here. I'm going to feel very, very just sad. It's going to be like that scene in I Am Legend where Will Smith goes into the room with the baby and then he's just like, and you don't know what's inside the crib, but then he like gets all upset and starts crying. If it made Will Smith cry, Will Smith stopped aliens from invading America. Okay, if it made him cry what he saw in that, this zombie's bugged out, isn't it? Yep, zombie's bugged out. Great. Well, luckily the hit went off, but I don't know, this bug. Anyways, Will Smith saved America from the aliens. If he cried after seeing something in that baby bassinet, you know it was bad. You know it had to be. It had to be some ridiculous shit. Like, the baby had to be in there, probably deceased, and then on top of that, the vampires had to have done something. I don't know. Maybe written some mean message on the side by the baby about the baby being too fat or something. I don't know. Just like shaming. Doing something extra that was just like, no, this is one step too far. This is one step too far. You're a little vampire guy, and I respect your decision to eat babies, but at the same time, I feel like this went a little bit too far. Ooh, this is the room right here where it looks like people are going to do physical therapy. Yeah. Grab that duffel right there. I feel like this episode has just gone on way too far. Like, this is one of those episodes. Occasionally I record an episode that feels like it's been going on for like 40 minutes, and then I look at the actual timestamp, and it's only been like 5. And I'm just like, well, I start to feel a little hot under the collar where I'm just like, The conversational topics in this episode have been, I think they are comedically acceptable. But once we get to eating babies, I feel like I may have gone a little bit far. We're testing the PG-13 rating. We're towing the line. We are towing the line aggressively. And I don't know if the line is into just like foot play or what it's into. I don't know. I don't communicate with the line. Our relationship has been strained lately. It's been very, very strained lately. Me and the line, we used to talk all the time, and, you know, I thought that we had a budding friendship that would maybe turn into something romantic, and then, I don't know, the line shut down one day. The line was just like, you know what? I'm just going to stop contributing emotionally to this entire experience, and after that point, it was all over. And so I went and tried to find myself more pleasing mathematical componentry. I don't know. I don't like the way that stairs work in this game, seriously. It freaks me out every single time. Like, did we already... It looks like we kind of hit all this. Why are you still on the top floor, man? Stick together. The buddy system, Paul. The buddy system. You were in the military. You were in the military, man. Did they normally send you, like, ranger guys out as just, like, solo operators? I have a distinct feeling like, no. The answer would be no. They probably send you out in groups of at least 2. I don't know. Just for moral support, just in case. If you get to hear bullets snap by you, it should be with a friend or something. Oh, there's an outdoor back... Do we go in here? Oh, man, they've got like a little... What's in the park? Let's find out. We're not allowed to go out here, so obviously there's something we want. Let's see here. I'm going to treat this with the mind of a cat. Because cats, if they can't... My cat loses her mind if you close a door. Like, if you close a door in my house, my cat will... She's definitely not okay with it to begin with, but her routine is hilarious. First, she will start off by yowling. The caterwauling will then progress to her digging at the door. Once she realizes that carpet cannot be dug, which she forgets conveniently every time you close a door, she's not one for the scientific remembrances. She forgets the experiments that she's already run. It's okay. I used to forget experience. There's a basement here. How do we go down to the basement? How do we do that? Is there access to the basement? Because it looks like there's a floor that goes down right there. Oh. How do we... Oh, there is. Hold on. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? I think this took us up. Did it? No, it took us down. Okay. Let's have a look then. What's the downstairs floor? Somehow I feel much, much worse about being in a subterranean environment with zombies. Up until now, as long as I can see sky above my head, I'm happy. But no sky, no smiles. No sky, no smiles. Let's see here. A security guard's desk? What just happened? Oh no! Oh no, the military's in here. Oh no, we need to leave like right now. No, we can't be here. We need to run. Oh shit. Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here. Okay, so in one of my other playthroughs, I've actually run into the military before, and they win. Don't test it. The military wins. You know who loses here? Us. It sounds like one major firearm and one small firearm. If they threw their grenades already... So here's the problem. The default military in this guy in this game, he comes with a grenade. And they throw their grenades, and that's the major thing that you have to overcome. If you can survive the grenades, they're not actually that bad. However, if they hit you with the grenades, you are done like dinner, and you can see from the noise they're making that this is probably going to be an issue for us. Unfortunately, oh man, this is not good. This is not good at all. Well, we can hang out and see. I mean, I don't know. It's a bad idea. It's one of those things that like really, really warrants like maybe like a quick save. Before anytime you fight the military, like I'm not a firm proponent of save scumming, but if you're going to fight the military, I would strongly recommend it. Let's just wait this out for a minute. If I move the camera, it should give us some idea where they're at. They are going to fire at us, by the way. Make no mistake, we are going to get shot at if they see us. They are not friendly. Look, it says rogue right here. And they're not talking about their physical dexterity and their D&D character. We're talking about like dudes that will destroy us if they attack us. It will be bad. I fought the military before, and they killed my entire party with 2 grenades on the first turn. And it was not fun. There was nothing enjoyable about the experience. But we have katanas. I don't know. This is a bad idea. This is like a really bad idea. Then again, they may have thrown their grenades at the zombies already. Let's go have a look. Let's find out. Let's do some minor investigation. On the plus side, maybe they'll run out of bullets before we get over there. I mean, they're from the military, so I wouldn't expect it. But it might happen. Are they walking? Ooh. Oh, this is a terrible plan. I'm gonna regret this. We don't even have a visual, though. That's our first issue. Like, where are these dudes at? Oh, I've never felt so exposed in my entire life. And I've been streaking. No, I haven't. I'm just kidding. That's like a major don't do that. Especially, don't do it in California. Nope. They'll be like, one small child saw you streaking, and now you are a sex offender for the rest of your life. Enjoy that lovely little label in your jacket. I'm like, oh man. Like, if we don't have the right, what about freedom? What about the right to run around naked in celebration of just anything? I guess not. I guess not. Insert Randy going, I thought this was America. Oh, this was America. Oh, God. A great episode, by the way. Great episode. Probably one of the classics. Probably one of the classics. But what if I go up this way? I'm a little bit worried the military is actually, like, set up here. And, like, are on expedition. Oh, somebody blocked the door with their bike. Okay. That actually happened to a dude. That happened to a dude in the town where I lived. He, just to explain the story here. He was drunk, apparently, and he woke up in the morning, and he was still drunk, and he, like, didn't realize that he didn't have any boxers on. Like, he just had, like, a shirt on, and he went outside, and apparently he went outside, like, right about the time, like, did this happen? I can't decide if this was on a TV show or if this actually happened. It might have been on a TV show. I'm not going to repeat it. Never mind. It might have been on a TV show. I'm debating now if I saw this on a CSI episode. I think I did. I think it was on a CSI episode. Never mind. Bad anecdote. Bad anecdote. Bad. Well, maybe I'll go back and we'll see, like, maybe if the military guys used all of their bullets, like, if they have expended their shot in the direction of the enemy, perhaps this won't be so bad. Mayhaps. Bad guys? Maybe they're not bad guys. Maybe they're just, like... Is there anything here, by the way? Why would a security guard at a hospital have a gun? Don't you have to have, like, extra licensing for that? I feel like the police department would not be okay with, like, private security having firearms. Like, how does that work? Cops in the audience. Does that work? Like, you were allowed to do that? Because technically, I mean, first and foremost, in California, they have really, really, really strict gun laws. And so, frankly, I'd be kind of terrified to carry around a gun, like, anywhere here. Like, somebody's going to stop you and harass you, to be honest. However, in other places, is that okay? Like, I'm not leaning one way towards the other, but private security guards, Well, actually, there was a private security guard. There used to be where I lived before. There was a parking lot with like a bunch of businesses around it, and they had like 5 or 6 robberies. And so all of the guys there, all the people that owned businesses in that lot went together and paid a security guard's salary to then work there from some like private security firm. And he had a gun. I remember he would just hang out in the parking lot next to his car, and he would just like sit there all day and like listen to the radio and like watch TV in like this little office that they gave him just in case. And I guess everybody had his phone. He had a gun. Like he had a holster with a firearm. Like, you'd think that that would cause some kind of legal issue, though. Like, is he authorized to use lethal force in a situation like that? I'd be a little bit concerned if, like, private security dudes are authorized to use lethal force against, like, other citizens. Like, it just doesn't seem like that would be all right. Like, it just seems like that would probably be, like, cat-a-corner. But he had a gun, I remember that. So maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I'm going to ponder it. We haven't found the military guys yet, but I guess we'll find them in the next episode. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. Hi, everybody. I hope you had a good time.